YouTube, so let's get into this next reaction video and I'm gonna chop it up with you guys real quick.
So y'all go ahead and y'all tell y'all kids why they was born. Tell your daughter, your son, they were born because you was trying to be vindictive and evil and nasty to your baby daddy. Tell your kid how you wasn't born out of love. You wasn't born because me and your dad wanted you. You were born because you were a meal ticket and your daddy had money. Tell your kid how every time you turn around, you are pulling him or her away from their daddy because you're mad at him because he don't want to do something that you want him to do. Tell your kid how they didn't get the quality time or the full daddy effect because you were so upset that this man didn't want you or this man is dating somebody else.
This girl's really cooking. This woman, should I say, is really cooking. Everything that's coming out of her mouth is straight facts. I love when I see women holding other ratchet hyenas accountable for their actions. I feel like it's amazing because the most important people, right, between a woman and a man when there's tension is the kids. You have to do exactly what's best for your kids. If you're doing things that's not best for your kids, you are a terrible human being. You are leaning closer to the evil side of human beings. You know, there's nothing I can actually that can actually justify your actions when you're using a kid as a tool to get to their fathers. It's like you can't get to him physically or emotionally because probably he's moved on. He don't really care about you like that. So you're gonna use an innocent child to try to play, you know, this type of mind games, which you're only harming yourself and the child that you so-called love, you know? Everything she's saying is facts because I feel like it should hit way more home when there's a woman that's talking like that, right? Because if it's a guy talking like that, they're going to come up with, oh, you hate women, you're sexist. They're going to say all the name underneath the sun, but they are not going to look at their actions of what they're doing. And like I would say as well, majority of the time, right, when females are trying to like, kind of like trap the guy, right, especially if the guy is successful, he's got things going on for himself, they will use the kid as a pawn to try to control this guy that's got things going on for himself. But what a lot of these females don't understand, that it takes a certain type of like mindset to be able to hit a certain type of mountain in terms of trying to be successful, in terms of striving for greatness. It takes a type of mindset, I ain't gonna lie to you. It takes a lot of sacrifications. It takes a lot of, pain as well. Like pain does come with the sacrifice, you get it? Because, most of the time people don't really want to sacrifice things they love, but they have to get to where they need to get to, And, some hyenas, right, that don't have, the brain capacity to actually notice that the guy they're trying to, control is disciplined enough to see through that shenanigans and be like, you know what, if I have to sacrifice not seeing my kid, let it be, because I still need to accomplish this mission, because one day this kid's gonna get older and he's gonna need me. And I can't, be chasing his ratchet mum around for her to see what I'm trying to do. So I'm just gonna have to leave her where I found her, and hopefully the kid can make it through the fire. Sometimes some kids don't make it, some kids don't make it because they get into victim of gangs, and there's other distractions out there that's gonna grab those kids. You gotta remember as well, the government do capitalize from broken homes. There's a lot of like private prisons that's opening every year, should I say, and it's big business, because it's like, who are they gonna, they need to fill this jail up. So they love it when there's single mothers out here raising kids, because they know that these kids have no balance and they are gonna make a mistake. And guess what? They're gonna capitalize from that. Is what it is,
Or this man does not care nothing about you. Tell your kid that. Tell your kid how you are the reason why they don't have the relationship that they should have with their dad.
I don't think a woman would do that, man. I don't think some women would do that. I feel like some women are even trying to control their kids as well, because it's like the kid's the meal ticket, right? For them to give that type of information to the kid, it's like it doesn't benefit them. So you got to remember, like with hyenas, right? And hyenas is a term that I like to use because hyenas are entitled. The reason why I say hyenas are entitled is like, look in the animal kingdom when you see the lion, kill the prey. And if the lion just turns around to just, have a view of the jungle or whatnot, you're going to see hyenas entitled to eat the prey that the lion killed. And they're really so hyenas are so entitled. You're going to see them trying to eat the food that they did not kill. So I say that to say to you guys is like, with, these type of hyenas, like, they would not want to tell the kids the truth, because why? They still are entitled to think that because they gave birth to the kid owns them things. So they want to use the kid as much as possible. And this is why I always tell a lot of people, you need to go find your identity and remove your mother's spirit away from you if your father's not in your life. That can cause you a lot of trauma, post-traumatic stress disorder, so many things that you might not think that you're going through in life, but it's really going to hold you back if you don't remove, your mother's spirit away from you, so you can actually go find who you are as a person, so you don't become like her with the hate, So I highly doubt they're going to ever tell the kids the truth about why their fathers are not in their life, It's a sad reality, innit? So it is what it is.
Tell your kid, own y'all shit. Cause y'all sit and y'all do this stuff and y'all pull all these little games and play all these little games, and then y'all sit and try to act like y'all don't understand, y'all don't know why your kid don't have a relationship that they would want to have with the dad. No, tell your kid that you had that baby despite that man telling you that he did not want the baby and he wasn't gonna be there for the kid. And you still decided with your selfish ass to have the baby anyway.
It's crazy, it's really crazy. Like 2025, guys, yeah, it's a year of, information overload. Like there's nothing you can't find out with the technology that we've got going on today, Some guys right now ain't seen the kids in years, but they're still living their best life. Like they're still, doing what they got to do to, achieve whatever they're trying to achieve, because they know one day the kid's gonna double back. I remember one time, I must have been watching something on YouTube, and there was this guy, he went court, right? And the baby mom took him court, and the baby mom was like, I'm gonna take your ass to court. And he's like, bet. So he went court, right? A twist happened, right? So when he went court, right, she thought that he was gonna be fighting for the kid and going back and forth. He came up to this realization and said, you know what? I'm gonna give you full custody of the kid. I don't want nothing to do with you. I'm gonna pay my child support, and please don't bother me again. He said the lady was so gobsmacked that she couldn't believe that he did that. And on top of that, she regretted taking him to court if she knew he was gonna do that. And he said, I've had enough. He said, I'm not going back and forth with court with you. I said, it's long. And I respected that. Some people will be like, why do you respect that? I respect that because it's like, in the system, in the court system, right, it doesn't favor the man. And this is my ideology, right? Why are you going to fight for something you own? Doesn't make any sense. You're just playing the same game and you're stooping to the same level as this individual that you don't even want to be with. So why fight with them? Take your L as men. This is all I will say to men, bro. Take your L, right, and be the best version of yourself. So when your kids come and look for you, you can offer them something. Action speaks louder than words. The mum can say all of this sweet stuff and all of this bad stuff about you, but when the kid comes see you and see how you're living and see that the door is always open for them and you can always provide them what they need emotionally, physically, mentally, they are going to make their own choice themselves at the end of the day. And there's a lot of guys as well that's growing up and that's actually seeing the light. There's a lot of females as well that's growing up and actually seeing the light. So I say this to say to all of you hyenas, right? that think that you're winning right now because you have a toddler, one day, right, the kid's gonna get older and the truth is gonna come to light. You feel me? So big up this person that made this content. Big up yourself. I'm definitely gonna leave her description below. You know, go follow her, show some love. You know, because I love to see a sister speak facts. You know, it's a beautiful thing to see. And you know, keep doing what you're doing. If you're new to this channel, make sure you subscribe. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Stay blessed. Peace. Bow.